Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best budget TV.
Starting at number 5.
Hisense U6K. Hisense is a brand that's all about providing value for your dollar, hence why the U8K is so highly rated on Tom's Guide. The Hisense U6K keeps a lot of what makes the U8K so great, namely its mini LED backlight that enables better contrast with above-par black levels and a quantum dot filter for enhanced color saturation. The Hisense U6K trades the U8K's native 120Hz panel for one with a 60Hz refresh rate, but, considering that this TV is often priced below $500, it's a trade-off most folks should be fine with. So why isn't this one the best TV of the year if it's such a good value? The U6K doesn't have as powerful of a processor on board, which means that upscaling and motion processing are mediocre at best. Its lack of any HDMI 2.1 ports means gamers will be stuck at 4K/60, and there's no ATSC 3.0 tuner here either. For under $500, it's the best cheap TV we think you can buy, but it's important you know why it's sitting down here on our list instead of at the number 1 spot. Design, admittedly, the Hisense U6K probably isn't the chicest TV you're ever going to lay eyes on. Its legs are plastic and 3.1 inches deep. It doesn't sit exactly flat on the wall. Still, I don't think it looks awful either, especially when you're actually watching something on the TV. The bigger issue in terms of design is the HDMI 2.0B ports and 60Hz panel that won't maximize the graphical prowess of the Xbox Series X and PS5. If you're not a gamer, this isn't a huge deal, but it's something that we noted in our review.
Coming at number 4.
Samsung QN90C Neo. The Samsung QN90C is the Swiss Army knife of TVs. It's good at basically everything, from upscaling content to boosting brightness, and it's available in pretty much every screen size fathomable. Whether you want a 43-inch telly for your office or guest bedroom, or you need an 85-inch behemoth for your living room, you can find a QN90C model to match. Like our top picks, the Samsung QN90C uses mini LED for better contrast and a higher peak brightness. Unlike our other top picks, it has a slightly faster input latency and 4 full-spec HDMI 2.1 ports that can pass 4K/120Hz signal that make it a better pick for gamers. The downside here is that you're paying a lot more for this slight improvement on performance and its lackluster Tizen Smart platform. It's still worth considering for all those extras, but it doesn't exactly provide the best value compared to our top picks. Design, visually, the Samsung QN90C won't blow you away. Its pillar stand is a bit ugly compared to other screens that use 2 wide feet, and its minimalistic design doesn't do much to separate itself from the pack. The major difference between the QN90C and the slightly pricier QN95C model is Samsung's One Connect box that helps hide the wires running into the back of the TV. For a cleaner look, the QN95C really nails it, but you can achieve a similar effect on the QN90C with some carefully placed zip ties. The good news is that the QN90C has 4 HDMI 2.1 ports, one of which can be used as the eARC port for soundbars. For gamers.
At number 3.
LG B3 OLED. It's the most expensive TV you're going to find on this list, but the LG B3 OLED is truly a force to be reckoned with in the budget TV space. Instead of spending upwards of $2,000 on an OLED, the B3 OLED offers all the benefits of the panel technology, and more, for right around $1,000. For folks looking for the barest of bones OLED, the A2 OLED is great too, but the B3 goes well above its little brother by adding a 120Hz native panel, 2 HDMI 2.1 ports and a better processor to the mix. In terms of performance, it hits a peak brightness of 635 nits, about the same as the Hisense and TCL, but has the ability to cover 99.9724% of the Rec. 709 color space and a color accuracy, measured by a delta E value of 1.8943. For gamers, cinephiles and really anyone who wants an amazing TV experience, these are some of the best numbers you're going to find at this price point.
Number 2 of my list.
Roku Plus series. The Roku Plus Series 4K QLED TV marks the streaming giant's first foray into sets after long focusing on software and set-top and plug-in devices, and the move is a successful one. In addition to delivering a ton of screen for its starting price of $499, these TVs also give you surprisingly good picture quality and sound, two things that are usually the first to go with budget sets. So what makes this such a great budget TV? First off, despite its lower price and plastic build quality, it's actually a nice-looking screen. Secondly, though, Roku uses a QLED screen in the Plus series, which means it's able to produce more vivid colors and reach a higher peak brightness. You can't shift too far off axis or else that color begins to fade, however, it looks great when you're facing front on. If you don't mind making a few compromises on refresh rate, unlike the LG B3 OLED further down on this list, this one's limited to 60 Hz, it's a rock-solid budget pick.
And number 1.
Hisense U6K Mini. You can't have a list of the best budget TVs without mentioning the Hisense U6K. It might not have the peak levels of brightness that the Hisense U8K has, but it sports a mini LED backlight that enables better contrast with above-par black levels and a quantum, or color saturation. Tack on Google TV and VRR support for consoles, and you're getting a lot of the best features at a much lower price point. Why we think it's better than all the rest is that, thanks to its mini LED backlight system, the U6K has much better brightness and contrast and a lower likelihood of the dreaded dirty screen effect from non-uniform lighting elements compared to the competition. It also uses Google TV which, although a bit temperamental, is one of the slickest smart TV platforms available.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.